This is the place, that's of me, the place of fragrance of God, or the place of the mercies of God. And here we find we don't have compassionate and merciful people in the house of God. I don't understand it. I want you to understand this, believers of God. I'm at the place now, and please, you can take it the way you want to take it. But I'm at the place now, I done helped so many folk, but now I'm selfish. I got to get it for me. I'm at the place now, y'all ain't going to help me up in here. God spoke to me earlier this year. He said, you done blessed so many people, now you got to be selfish about yourself. Tap somebody around you, say, neighbor, you got to be selfish about yourself this year. You got to be so selfish that you got to say, I want to help you, but I can't help you until I help myself. You got to look at it and say, I want to bless you, but I got to make sure I get where I need to be. Frustrated. Frustrated enough. Can I just say one thing that most folks might not want to hear? Frustrated enough to say no.
Say it again.
Are y'all hearing me? Because many of us, we done got to the place where we don't know how to say no. God. If I don't say nothing else here tonight, I want you to hear what I'm saying right now. You got to get to the place where you got to say, no, I'm not going to let you in. No, I'm not going to let you hurt me. No, I'm not going to let you manipulate me. No, I'm not going to let you control me. No, I'm not going to allow you to run my life any longer. You got to get to that point in your life where you got to be bold and have tenacity to look the devil square in the face and look him in the eye and say, you done came into my household and you done wrecked my life long enough. I can't take it anymore. When you get to that point, you got to take the authority of God in you and say to the enemy, I know you come with the spirit, but I come in the power of the Lord. And the God that I serve, he'll bring me out and deliver me right on time. Slap somebody high five and tell them, neighbor, it doesn't matter how it seems now. God's going to get you out of this. Tell him God's going to make your purpose right. He's going to change the situation in your life. Is that 17 folk that sit under my voice? You made up your mind, if God be my help, if God be my judge. At the end of this month, I done made up my mind that everything that helped me and bind me, I'm about to shake it off because my purpose means more to me than anything in the world. I love you, but I love my purpose more. I deserve better than what I already have. We got about 10 more minutes. Grab a neighbor by the hand and look him in the eye. Tell him you don't understand what's going on. I'm really almost done. Tell him you don't understand what's going on. Because the more frustrated you are, the more God's going to get the glory out of this. The more frustrated you are, the more God's about to turn this thing around. God's just waiting for you to get so frustrated to throw up your hands and say, I can't take it any longer. I can't deal with it any longer. And once you throw up your hands, then God said, now you're ready. Now I can do what I want to do in your life. You want to hit one person around you. Tell them, I'm so frustrated that if I don't get it today, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I'm so frustrated that if it don't show up today, I don't even know how I'm going to get a breakthrough. But I dare somebody to yell out, I need a breakthrough in my life. Shout and hear. Take your seats, believer. Only got about 10 more minutes, but I feel the dance working on me early. I know you touched a neighbor, but tap another neighbor and tell a neighbor, I feel myself coming out of this. And tell them when I come out of this, I'm not coming out by myself. Tell them I feel myself bringing you with me. Tell them it's about that time to come out. I dare you to throw your hands up and say, oh, I'm coming out of this. 10 minutes, 5 porches. 5 is the number of manifestation. It's the number of opportunity. It's the number of progress. I have 5 different ways to get the miracle. I have 5 different ways to make the opportunity happen. But every time I get to the door of opportunity, somebody steps in front of me and make me miss my turn. But I come to prophesy to you today, no matter what you've been through, you won't miss it this time. You won't miss your opportunity, because when God said it's going to happen, it shall come to pass. It's got to happen. Look at somebody. tell them it got to happen. Look, 5 porches. Every time. Look, it's not just one door closing. Just not 2 door closing. It's been years. Years of frustration. This been years of pain. This been years of heartache. And if you only knew the pain that I'm trying to go through to get this thing out. But the Holy Ghost spoke to me as I was driving. He said, tell them we're at a point that we are getting ready to birth this thing out. He said, Israel have come to a place of birthing, but they have no strength to push it out. But I speak to you believers of God, God's want to give you strength. And all he's telling you to do is push one more time. Make that thing come up out of your belly. Make the devil understand no matter what you do to me, that I still got a purpose. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. I'm going to wait right here on my promise. Could you do me a favor, neighbors? Grab somebody behind you, look them in the eye, and tell us, neighbor, this frustration is so great in my life now that it's making me see stuff that I really not ought to see. But the more I see, if I claim it and name it, if I open my mouth, God's going to give me what I asked for. I dare you to believe God in this season that whatever you open your mouth, that God is getting ready to do it. Shake that neighbor hand like you about to shake it off and say, neighbor, get ready for the increase that God's about to give over your life. One more point and I'm closing. Dr. Andre Lewis, look at this. They came to the point in place that he was so desperate